Hey fellow Marvel fans, welcome back to our channel. I'm Nitro.
And I am Snorty, and today we have a special treat for you all. We will dive into the world of the playboy genius, billionaire, philanthropist himself, the Iron Man.
So buckle up, suit up, and let's get started.
But remember, we are just fans like you, so our discussion will be based on our knowledge and love of the character.
Let's start with the basic question here. What do you think was the defining moment for Tony Stark when he became Iron Man?
The classic question, but very difficult to answer.
Why?
Because Tony Stark is a character that always develops in every Marvel film. So, it's pretty hard to pinpoint where the defining moment for him when he became Iron Man. What do you think?
It's very simple for me. Back to the first Iron Man movie in 2008 when Tony Stark was kidnapped by the Ten Rings fugitives and forced to make weapons for them, give him some kind of shock therapy and revelation about how he's living his life until that time. When he realized his selfish and materialistic lifestyle was built on suffering of others and he was given a second chance in life, it gave him a new purpose.
I want to protect the people.
To make up for his mistakes and made him choose the path of becoming Iron Man.
Yes, you definitely have a strong point there. And I totally agree with what you just said because that's the reason he became Iron Man in the first place.
What do you think?
It's kinda weird, but for me that's when he will die. I know that's weird because he was already Iron Man by then.
Yes, but I'm also curious about your point of view.
So, after many films we can see the development of Tony's character. Even though he has changed, he still has a selfish side to him, right?
Oh, actually, he's the boss. I just pay for everything and design everything and make everyone look cooler.
Yes, especially at the beginning when the Avengers just first met and also when the Civil War broke out. Yes, that's a lot of selfish, egocentric side of him.
Yeah, right? And after all the journey he had, when he fought Thanos and stole the Infinity Stones, and knowing that it was the end of his life, even though it's supposed to make fun of Thanos, but when he said, I am, there was a big question mark there. And leave the questions, who are you? Who Tony wants to be defined as? Because he could define himself as many things. Not just a genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, he is also a husband, a father, a mentor,
A hero, an Avenger, a friend.
Yes, but in the end, what he said was,
Iron Man.
and for me, that was the defining moment for Tony Stark as Iron Man. Because with all the choice he had at that time, he still chose to be Iron Man until the very end.
Yes, that's a good point too. Everyone has a different perspective on this topic. Please comment below what you guys think. By the way, is that why you like Iron Man so much?
Not really. I mean, there is that. But the reason I like Iron Man is it must be because the armor, really. It just looks so cool.
Yes, I wish I had a body like that too. Not just some floating head.
Oh come on, you know how hard it is for an amateur YouTuber to make motion graphics for us even though we're just floating heads.
More like lazy than amateur.
Oi!
Okay, I'm kidding. God, you're not only lazy and amateur, you're also petty. I'm sorry.
You can say that, Nitro. He did his best, even though it wasn't much, but it was the best he could do. By the way, do you know how many Iron Man armor there are?
Tony makes lots of suits to use in all kinds of situations. Some are used to diving, hiding, going into space. Who knows, he might have one for flipping pancakes for heaven's sakes. But if I remember correctly, you are the one who likes Iron Man suits.
Yeah, I mean, they look cool, but I never know how many there are exactly. I know Mark 1, 2, and 3 from the earlier movie. With the Mark II remodeled as a war machine. And there's the Mark 7 that can be assembled while Tony is moving and used in battle in New York. There's also the Hulkbuster that he used against the Raging Hulk. And there was one that he used when he went into space.
That's the Mark 50.
Yeah, that. And also during Endgame, Mark 85. Oh, and also the one that Paper War. And then also all the armor from Ironman 3. Which I never really knew what it was called.
So what Paper War was the Mark 49 or Rescue Armor, and all of the armor shown in Ironman 3 is for tribute to all of the Ironman suits that didn't get used in the movie. They were part of the Iron Legion, which consists of Mark 8 through Mark 41.
Whoa, that's a lot of armor. Are they legit different armor from each other?
Of course, I can tell you all the capabilities of the armor, but it will take time, because some of them not only have one ability.
So it's not like Hulkbuster which only aims to beat Hulk?
All of them have special abilities that make them better than the previous armor. If we break it down, Hulkbuster has abilities like superhuman strength, superhuman durability, repulsor, missiles, autonomous prehensile propulsion technology, hydraulic arm, sleeping gas, and arm restraint. But in short, he has everything to contain or defeat the Hulk.
Gee, Hulkbuster actually does a lot more than busting Hulk.
Did you know that Hulkbuster isn't the only buster armor made by Iron Man?
Wait, really? Is there another enemy that Iron Man thinks is very dangerous and needs to be defeated using special armor?
Yes, it turns out that there are many enemies that according to Iron Man are quite dangerous and require a special strategy to defeat them. Like Thor Buster armor, made from Asgardian crystal. It was used to fight Thor, you know, because Thor can be thick-headed sometimes. And there's also Fin Fang Foom Buster.
Oof, yeah. Fin Fang Foom is quite troublesome opponent, plus the size.
Yeah, Fin Fang Foom Buster is approximately 20 stories, hopefully enough to take Fin Fang Foom down. And then there's the God Buster.
Wait, so Tony went against God?
Not God, but God in virtual reality.
Oh, like a Reddit mod or a Discord mod?
Maybe more like a game master or game developer in a game.
Oh, like that. So what's the story?
So Mistress is one of Tony's AIs, uploaded to virtual reality as an administrator and given the name Motherboard. But it ended up going rogue and trapping Iron Man in virtual reality because she thought she was protecting Tony. To beat her, Tony made the Godbuster armor. But in the end, he destroyed it, because according to him, the Godbuster armor is too dangerous for the real world.
Oh, is there more Buster armor?
The last Buster armor I know of is Ultron Buster.
Yeah, a very bad Ultron, with the power of fusing with organic matter after he came contact with Phalanx, an alien cyborg created from a techno-organic virus.
Yes, although it is not quite effective, but it exists.
Come on, Tony. If you can't make a good suit, you're just genius, playboy, billionaire, philanthropist.
I wouldn't say it's average.
Yeah, hehehe. It's like the average of the top 1% of people in the world.
Are there other things you like about Iron Man?
I honestly don't really like the Iron Man from the comic books because he stays like a douchebag, like forever. But I really like MCU Iron Man. The production team and the cast, which is Robert Downey Jr., really play a big role in giving life to Tony Stark.
There was a lot of contribution from Robert Downey Jr. himself in the form of improvisational acting, which was quite amusing. The blueberry line was actually improvised by Robert Downey Jr. simply because he got hungry and ended up smuggling some.
In a few hours, I'll know every dirty secret S.H.I.E.L.D. has ever tried to hide. Blueberry?
Yet you're confused about why they didn't want you.
I heard that I Love You 3000 is also an improvised line by Robert Downey Jr. because that's how his kids reply him in real life.
Love you tons.
I love you 3000.
It really gives the line a lot more personality than just the "I love you tons too," like the script says.
And it becomes a very touching sentence when called back later on.
I love you 3000.
The words "I am Iron Man" were also improvised by him, and the catchphrase is so memorable that it symbolized the beginning and the end of Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Talking about character development, Iron Man's protege, Peter Parker aka Spider-Man, also has very good character development.
True, and Iron Man in my opinion played a big role in the development of Spider-Man, but I think largely due to the loss of Iron Man, gave Peter the impetus to stand on his own 2 feet and be himself.
Yes, Iron Man's death isn't just about losing a hero, he also left a legacy.
What legacy?
That is what he told Peter.
You don't understand. This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
Also Edith, AI glasses for Peter, an AI who has access to almost all of Iron Man's technology.
Also the Tooth thing, which was used to create the Spider-Man suit in the movie Far From Home.
There is also Vision, who used to be Tony's AI, Jarvis, although it later developed its own consciousness and became a separate entity, and there's Ironheart, the successor to Iron Man.
But Iron Man's death really put a huge hole in the MCU, because for me, he was a core character in Phase 1, him and the Captain, but Captain America doesn't get much sympathy because there isn't much development in his character. His retirement doesn't really matter, except as a sign that the MCU is moving into the next phase.
And there's is Spider-Man, who is predicted to be the next Iron Man. He definitely has a very good character development from an annoying kid to being a man who can stand up for himself to a hero who is willing to sacrifice himself to save others.
Yeah, he just lacks the team aspects in my opinion. He is the essence of his own story, but not as much as the team.
Yes. But with the many new and young heroes introduced recently, it provides many opportunities for Spider-Man to become the core of these new young heroes, if Marvel decides to bring them together.
Yeah, I think if the MCU wants to gain ground again, that might be a good direction to pursue. It doesn't have to be Spider-Man, but there must be a core MCU character to replace Iron Man.
What about Ironheart?
I don't know. I don't get strong feelings from him. And for Disney to make it into series rather than a movie is saying that even its producer weren't very confident with it. And to be honest, it's too obvious. And people won't like it when it's so obvious.
And of course, anything but this.
Anything but that. That's a very good way to destroy good character. He died a martyr. If you bring him back, it will be a sin.
Rest assured, Marvel Studios Vice President of Production and Development, Stephen Broussard, has confirmed that Robert Downey Jr. will not be returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
To be honest, I'm still okay for Robert Downey Jr. to make a cameo appearance in one of the upcoming movies, but don't make him take on a big role. Just making an appearance or reminding Spider-Man of something, I'm still cool with it.
So yeah, that ends our video today. We have already discussed about the beginning of Iron Man's journey.
We are talking about armor, his relation to Spider-Man,
Tony Stark's death and legacy.
We thought we'd use this format for a while.
Hope you guys like this video and don't forget to give a like and subscribe.
And leave some comments if you have a different opinion or have some suggestions.
Thank you for watching.
And see you next time, and don't forget to be happy.